Discord servers are mad fun, but they can also get really chaotic if you do not have proper verification systems in place. My name is Abdullah, you're watching Candid.Technology, and in this video we are talking about how you can add a verifying channel to your Discord server. Now, setting up a verification system in Discord is a great idea to protect your servers from spammers or the like, but the process can be a little complicated. The first thing that we're going to do is we're setting up a verification role. Now to do that, head over to your server and then click server settings. In here, head over to roles. And as you can see, I already have a verified role right here. You can go ahead and create one using this button, but I'm just going to edit this role to show you how it works. So in the role name, type whatever role name you want, members or whatever. I'll go with verified. Select a color and then down here scroll and enable this slider, display role members separately from online members, and I'll leave this one to you. Click save changes. Now head over to permissions and clear all permissions. Once again, save changes. Then select the everyone role and also clear all permissions. This makes sure that people who do not have any roles in your server or have just joined can't get access or can't get permissions to do any tasks. Save your changes. Go back and now we have our verified role complete. And now we can close this. Now it's time to create our channels. So I'm going to create a new channel, text. I'm going to call it verified channel. And then I'm going to create another channel called let's call it rules. Okay, where did the verify channel go? Yeah, right here. So now we have two channels and the rules is the one that we want to enforce everything in. All right, so let's go ahead and paste our first message, which could just be a general rule template. So let me type one out. Here are the rules. Be civil. No spam. You would think Discord supports Markdown, but apparently it doesn't. Be no spam, no spamming. All right. Okay, so here are our rules. Now what we have to do is right click it and click the copy message ID button. If you don't see this, go to user settings. In this panel, scroll down to advanced and make sure that developer mode is enabled. All right, I'm just going to copy the message ID. The next thing we're going to do is that we're going to add the Carl bot to our server to help us manage these new permissions and roles. So let's go ahead and sign up for Carl bot now. So open up your browser, give it a second to load, and head over to carl.gg. I'll put the link on the screen so that you know where to go. All right, let's log in with Discord. It's going to take a second, and now you need to enter your email address and password. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, once you're done logging in, you are going to have to select a server. So I'm just going to select the server that I used. So yeah, it is explainer server. And now click continue. Carlbot requires a lot of permissions on your server, so just make sure to leave this list undisturbed. Come back here and then click the authorize button. Yeah, so we're just going to skip this tutorial because we already have the bot added to our server. Now the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to head over to reaction roles under utility. Click on create new reaction role and this will open up a new window. I will select use ID and enter the message ID that we use. So this is the message that will be used to make sure that all newcomers to your server know what the actual rules are. And then we're going to select a channel, which is our rules channel. Next up is adding an emoji. So I'm just going to add a check mark emoji here. And option is correct. And then we're going to select our role. So the role is verified, which will be assigned to the user who comes and reacts this to the message as this. Under the message type, go ahead and select verify, and then you can use these, leave these unchecked. So go ahead and click create. If you want to edit your role or this particular reaction role at any point in time, just come back here and then click the edit button, and you can even delete it by using this trash can icon. Click save, and as you can see, Cardbot is here. Now Cardbot requires some additional permissions to be able to hand out roles to people. So in order to do that, once again, let me minimize this. We'll head over to our server settings, go to roles, and make sure that Cardbot is actually placed above the verified role. Generally, you would have Cardbot placed as high in the order as possible, right under moderator or server admin roles. So go ahead and click save changes. And while we're at it, let me just create a god role so that I have access to everything. Alright, so this is how your role hierarchy should look like. Verified roles or the basic member permissions come at the bottom. Then there is Cardbot, and then whatever your administrative level server permissions are. Alright, now that we have Cardbot set up, the next thing that we're going to do is make a few changes to our rules channel. So go ahead and click edit channel by right clicking on it, head over to permissions, and then click the advanced permissions button. Now in here, make sure view channel is enabled, and we scroll down, disable the send messages permission and disable the add reactions permission, and make sure that the read message history permission is enabled. Go ahead and save your changes, and we should be good to go. You can also use these settings for all other info or verification channels that you might have on your Discord server. One more thing that you have to do here is click this plus icon and go ahead and add Cardbot. And now scroll down and allow it to add reactions so that, well, your bot can add reactions and you can manage things into your channel. Click save changes, and we are good to go. Now you can come back. So regardless of the rules that we've assigned so far, any person who joins your server will still be able to see all of the channels. So if you want to hide verified channels or other channels from somebody who's just joining your server, here's what you need to do. Right click your channel, click edit, head over to permissions. Now go down and for everyone, just disable the view channel permission. For verified members, this will automatically be enabled and members will be able to view this channel by default. Click save changes and you're good to go. Okay, so at this point, let's run a quick check of our server. So I'm going to go ahead to server settings, go to roles, click more, and click the view server as role button. As you can see, I do not have permissions to view the message history of the verified channel, and I can see the rules channel as well. If I go back and do not have any roles in the server, I can only see the rules channel, and clicking this check mark should allow us to see the rest of the channels. So let's go ahead and disable this so that we can continue setting up our channel. One more thing that you would like to do is in your verified channels, when you're setting up permissions, make sure that the verified role has the required permissions set up. So currently we kind of leave it as default, but make sure that the view channel permission is at least enabled. You can also go down and allow the read message history permission and create text and add things and so on and so forth. So you can really verify and check what permissions work for your specific base role that you're providing. Now at this point, your verification channel is already set up, and if that's all the level of verification that you're looking to do for someone to come to your server, check a message, and you're good to go, well, that's it. That's all you need to do. But we can actually add more features or more verification features, but you'll have to convert your server to a community. So let's take a look at how that works. Once again, head over to server settings. Now in here, click on under the community tab, click on the enable community button, and you will see this window. Now go ahead and click on get started. So what verification level we're looking for? Verified email and scan media content from all members, just so there is no NSFW content that ends up on your server. If you're okay with that, you can leave this box unchecked. I'm going to check it. Go ahead and click next. Now rules or guidelines channel, we already have one. And community updates channel, you can either have one or you can just let Discord create one for you. Click next. Now, as you can see, enable both of these options if they aren't already, and then click I agree and understand. Click on finish setup, and you are good to go. That's how your community servers have been enabled, but we still need to do some setting up here. Now, if you want, under the community settings, you can head over to the onboarding tab, and this is where you can set up additional protections for you. So you can have RAID protection, which requires captchas. You can have DM and spam protections. You can have auto mod protections for you, which are essentially make sure to block random words in member profile names, mention spam, suspected spam content, and so on and so forth. So some automated moderation tools, and then of course you will have permissions, so you can remove risky permissions from everyone, which is something we already did when we applied to be a community. And then you can require two-factor authentication for moderator actions, so that, you know, if a moderator account gets compromised, you still at least have two-factor authentication before any moderator actions can be taken. And that's about everything you need to do to set up a proper verification-based server on Discord. If you like these videos, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, press the bell icon, and tell us in the comments below what more such content can we bring for you. If you'd like to know more about tech, visit our website, Candid.Technology. Follow us on social media, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll see you in the next video.